In this video, you'll get to see how some of my Sephora VIB sale recommendations perform. Hey beautiful, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jensine, aka Jellinabs, and as you already know, we're going to be testing out some of the recommended products that I shared with you guys during my VIB sale recommendations video. I'm going to be combining them all into a makeup look on this face right here. But before we do that, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and smash that subscribe button and the notification bell if you want to be notified and you don't want to miss an upload. Now for this video, I really wanted to focus on the products that I haven't used as much in recent videos, so that way you guys get to see something new, something fresh. I particularly took note of products that you guys mentioned in the comments of that video, so I'm really excited to show you guys how they perform on my face. So we're going to go ahead and start with the eyes. So I'm going to zoom you in a little bit closer so you can see exactly what's going on. Now I went ahead and primed my eyes with the Smashbox 24-hour photo finish primer. Now I didn't mention this one in my actual video, but I use it all the time. You can get it at Sephora. I just talk about it all the time and I feel like you guys are probably tired of hearing me do so, but anyway, yeah, I love this one. Now for my transition shades, I'm gonna go ahead and go into the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette right here, and I'm gonna stick to this side of the palette right here just because I'm really feeling these colors. And for my transition, I'm gonna go into Cayenne and sweep it in the upper lid area, really focusing on blending this out. I love it because it's a beautiful warm shade that translates beautifully on deeper skin tones. Now I'm going into Fuego right here and really using that to deepen my crease because I want this to be as defined, and because I have hooded eyes, I gotta make my own crease, girl. So you guys wanna know something interesting? I was watching Nikki Tutorial's video with Beyonce's makeup artist, and he was saying that when you hold a makeup brush, make sure you hold it at the end here because it allows you to have much more control over where you blend and much more flexibility instead of holding it so close to the actual brush. We really got to bring in some fire up on these lids. So these chrome paint pots from Tarte are bomb, guys. If you haven't tried them, they're bomb. This one is the shade Fire Dancer, and it's best applied with your finger. These are like what I use when I really want to look sassy, guys. Now remember I told you guys about the Marc Jacobs Provocateur palette. I want to use this deep kind of black sparkle shimmer shade to deepen up my outer corners, and going ahead tapping it in here. You want to dust off that excess. I'm not even doing any kind of blending motions, just dabbing. And you see how nice that looks? It's like a really light pink smoky eye. So now that I've got my eyes almost done, I'm gonna pop on some lashes and some mascara and some liner, and I'll be right back to start with my foundation. For foundation today, what else? I'm gonna be using the NARS Natural Radiance in the shade Macao. Has to be one of my favorite foundations besides the Fenty Beauty foundation. I would be using that, except for it doesn't currently match me in color wise, but this is a lovely one. I usually use anywhere between 4 and 5 pumps to cover my face. For concealer today, we're going in with a NARS Soft Matte in the shade Amande. And I really think that this concealer is best applied with a brush. This one is the Kat Von D concealer brush. And then you can go ahead and just pat that out with a beauty blender to just diffuse, blend out any brush strokes. Yo, this blotting powder is the truth. I'm telling you, ever since I discovered it back when Fenty first launched, I can't stop using it, which is very unusual for me because, girl, you know what? I'm kind of like a product junkie. I like to try new things, but this is my favorite for under the eyes. Moving on to cream contour, I've got the Smashbox Studio Skin Foundation, but I'm using the contour side right here, and I'm almost out of it. It's so sad. I'm just applying this right under here, right underneath my cheekbones, and I just kind of dot it along here. And then I also take it down under my jawline. And then I like to take my Kat Von D foundation brush, and you can also use this for blending out bronzer, and I just kind of like blend that back into my hairline and also my jaw, just kind of stipple it in there. And if you go too much, or if you do too much, just take your beauty blender that had the foundation and just kind of go over that to softly blend out that line so you don't have such a harsh contour foundation demarcation. And you see how nice and natural that looks? All right, honey, now we're ready to get into those powders. This is my ABH Contour Kit in Tan to Deep. I'm taking this seemingly orange shade right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that under my eye. I like to use it to warm up that area. And I just I don't go too far up. I just kind of stick it right here on the outside, kind of bring in that warmth there. And you want to make sure not to go too far out because we will be putting some highlight here. And I like to keep that area powder free so that it will look wet. You know, that wet highlight look. Going in with the deepest bronzer, I'm going to go ahead and dust over everywhere where I applied my cream bronzer. Now I'm going to apply this Ciate Dewy Sticks in the shade Luster as my first highlighting product, and right where you see that natural highlight, that's where we're going to apply it. And then just blend it out with your finger. So for highlight, I wanted to let you guys know they are now selling the Jackie Aina Le Peach highlight at Sephora. So if you guys are still trying to cop something on the sale, I definitely suggest getting this because you can get a little bit of a discount. But I'm not going to use this one today because you guys have seen me use this many times. I'm going to be using the Natasha Denona All Over Face and Body Glow, and this one is the shade 02 right here. And I'm just going to be taking a little bit, dusting it on there with my Morphe brush and going right over where I added. And this highlight is like definitely more of that natural glow, and you can build it up if you want to. As you can see here, woo. I also like to take a beauty blender, the side that's clean, and just kind of go over and diffuse any of those edges. Now we are not done yet, guys. We gotta take this Lancome Translucence Powder. I like to use this and just kind of like buff it like right on the areas that I want to create shadows, which is basically like bronzing. Also up here as well, and it just gives a really nice sheen without making it look too powdery. And for lips, I gotta go in with one of my favorite reds. This is the Fenty Beauty Stunna Lip Paint, and I like to use a liner first. I'm gonna use this MAC Night Moth liner. So freaking good. I just love those lip combos. Like the multi-dimensional lip combos are everything. And now we're gonna take the Stunna Lip Paint, and I love the applicator on this. I think it's so easy to apply on the lips. This is the final look. I mean, she is dramatic, but honey, she is glowing, and I'm actually really happy with the way that this came out. I hope you guys found some use in this video and seeing how these products actually worked, and if this inspires you to do a look like this, that'd be awesome. Please tag me on Instagram if you do. If you haven't had the chance to check out my Sephora VIB sale recommendations, and don't forget to watch it right over here. Don't forget, as always, I love you guys. If you're still here and you're not subscribed, smash that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!